Hey. Hey. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you all are doing well on this right now beautiful sunny Saturday. I'm praying that it doesn't get too hot here, but I'll take it as long as I'm inside and chilling out. Hello to all the channel members out here. To everyone else, thank you all for the support and showing up. Please remember to hit the thumbs up if you have not already. If it's your first time here, maybe second, you're hanging in the clouds also, and you're a Sussex supporter, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to all, so that you will know when I go live and you won't miss out on any of the fun. So, Annie, you were the first one today, and of course, unfortunately, when the stream starts, the comments go away, and so I wasn't able to share a little bit of conversation. It wasn't that much. Now, the reason I'm late, and I do apologize, everybody, I was sitting there gathering and making sure I had pulled everything over because, I want to make sure I have everything in place. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, look at the time. So, but here we are. Here we are. Okay, so let me put this over there. Whew. Getting started, just looking at the comments, everybody's just greeting. Um, yeah, I don't know if this one's going to be as well. I'm not going to say that. Trash time is going to be off the hook today, too. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and admit it. It is what it is. Okay, let's get started. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And then, as I do each and every Sussex Saturday, I read my favorite quote of Harry and Meghan. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. So I'm going to start out just rest in peace to Tony Bennett, who passed away yesterday. Um, I guess a certain age group will understand his contribution to music overall. And, of course, I left my heart in San Francisco. And um, yeah, so I did find a picture. Harry met him many moons ago. But I love this one because it's Harry, Gaga, Tony Bennett in the picture. So yeah, he was across many generations, many, many, many generations. But definitely rest in peace to him. He lived a long life, 96 years old. I wanted to do a little bit of a look back. Um, I try to do that each time. And I happened to see this out on Twitter. Thank you to the squatty that did share it. Um, and this is a team, or I should say, a former castmate of Megan. So he says, I was in a relationship that didn't work out. I had to go to a wedding in Paris actually 5 years ago to this weekend. I was dateless, and Megan was like, do you want me to come with you? I was like, yeah, that would be awesome. We had a producer schedule our time off, and Megan and I had the best and most fun weekend. Rick Hoffman. So he was doing an interview with brides.com, and that was his little tidbit that he shared about Megan. So it's always wonderful to see the different castmates when they do speak of Megan, each other. They were a family, and close. So as many times as we see headlines that try to twist and say the other, yeah, we're not believing it. Um, so on Archwell, they have a new post. If you haven't been out there, there's a link in the description. And it's the Archwell Foundation is proud to have supported this report, as well as Equimondo's continued work to promote gender equality around the globe. So it's Equimondo's report, The State of the World's Fathers. Again, you can find it out on the Archwell site. Good read. Please go check it out. There's a link to the report, of course, you know how they're going to do. Providing such good information. So I wanted to share that. In Vitgius, they're doing their countdown. I pulled this. Let me just see the date. Let me just drop. Yeah, so it was yesterday. I just want to be sure I was right. So yesterday, and they're doing their countdown to the games. So, now it's 49 days to go until the Invictus game. So let's get ready, everybody. I hope you're ready. I'm ready to see the games, the updates that come. Hopefully some squatties will go. I would love to go. Um, a dream one day, get to the games. Yeah. So on Netflix, not only was Harry and Meghan's docuseries a big hit, one of their biggest, but now we have because Suits is on there streaming, Nielsen streaming top 10 Suits leads with 2+ billion minutes watched. Huge. That is huge. People who had never seen Suits before, I keep seeing tweets from people who I've never watched it before, and now I have been binged watched, like, this many episodes or this many seasons. So it's pretty exciting to watch. So that was Variety. TV Line, this picture cracks me up. But TV Line had also that Suits hitting Netflix dominates Nielsen overall streaming chart with 2.3 billion minutes watched. So yay and kudos and all that stuff. So if you haven't watched it, if you're able to get, subscribe into Netflix and, sign up for it and watch Suits, it's well worth it. It really is. Besides the docuseries, most of us just stayed in Netflix because, Live to Lead and just we're waiting for the next productions to come through. So we're stuck to Netflix for a while. Reminder, Centabale Polo match is coming up in August in Singapore. So we're getting prepared for that. I just had to say before we go into Squatty Corner, um, Leo season has arrived. Yes, I am a Leo, so that's why I'm announcing. But Leo season is upon us. We are a rare breed, let's just say. Megan's a Leo. Eventually, they're going to keep poking that bear, and yeah, or lion, should I say. So I wanted to give a shout out to Gills 6020, who gave a super thanks on the um, on the Twisted Trash Thursday. If you haven't seen this, it was my open letter to Woody Woot. His picture's on the thumbnail. You definitely may want to give that a listen after this live stream ends. I'm going to leave that where it is. Now, happy birthday to Fire22. Hopefully you're in the chat. I haven't looked at names per se as I was scrolling through, but happy birthday to you. Compton Cali Gal, if you're in here, happy belated birthday to you. I saw that in Baron's stream yesterday. I didn't have you on my list. I'm not sure why you didn't tell me. Okay. I'm feeling a little some kind of way, but I love you still. Okay. So I have added you to my list, so next year I'll be able to properly acknowledge you. Okay. um, let's see what else we got going here. Oh yes, so Squatty, the giving campaign, you know, Sussex Community Events had tweeted out, just save the date, the celebration from August 1st, when we will find out what charity that will be blessed by the squad's donations from August 1st through September 16th. So they're going to go a day beyond Harry's birthday. And then there's going to be an online birthday party, which was the same as when Lily and Archie, Grandma Blunt online party. And you have to be on the Bird app, and then you'll see more information about that. So I did say there was someone that I'm connected to, another content creator who was putting out the word, and this is very dear to her heart. And I told her I would share this on the live stream. So it is Help Acora, I believe it is, Fight Kidney Disease. There's information here. Make a difference. We need 3,000 supporters to donate $20 towards dialysis, which is weekly in Guyana. Or Ghana, in case somebody corrects me. And then there's a Cash App, and then there's an email if you, want to make other arrangements. But you can always contact me, leaving a comment under here if you are interested. I can put you in touch with the content creator, and we can work it out that way. But I did want to share the information with you all. Okay, right before we get into trash time, which for Squad, most of you have heard this probably many, many times on the different platforms. But I also wanted to share, so DARVO is a term, deny, attack, reverse, victim, offender. So with Woody Woot, we are at the victim stage. For him, he's not a victim, but he's going to claim that he is. And we're going to get to him in a very short period of time. But I wanted to, it's always an acronym of how people react and what they do, go out and do all this crazy heinous stuff, and then it's, oh no, not me, I'm the little one, I didn't do a thing, no, 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 and then help me, help me, help me as much as you can. Yeah. Anyway, when you laughed and scoffed at everybody else, so yeah, all eyes on you, Woody Woo, all eyes on you. I hope you're flatter than this person was when they hit the ground, but um, nevertheless, let me get my life together. I see there's 150 comments, so let me let me put it here, and let me just look to see if I'm missing anyone or anything in particular. Hey, Black Guns and Garden, how are you? Just saw your name as I was coming in. Sam, how are you? Um, yeah, Church and Ellie, they do. Abusers love to play victim when called out. We know that's the usual motif. Ciao, Raffaella. But we also tell them where to go and how to fly and all that stuff. Hey, Sis Hilda, how are you? Good to see you in the chat. Mm-hmm. Wellness with Frugal Mama, how are you? How are Scratch and Pete? What's up? Okay. And hello to everybody else that has joined. I'm just scanning the comments. Cookies and cream, my manager. All right. So if you all are ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, Mrs. S. If Mr. Bald Teeth was a victim, why was it he has not compassion to others? Yeah, why doesn't he have compassion? Because he has no heart. He has no heart. He has no heart. So I feel like that's so Danny boy. Anyway. Y'all are getting into it, and I just put the thing up, Diane. Danny always looks like a sweaty koala. So hard to tell now his true reaction from being tossed into Hell's Kitchen. Listen, don't insult the koalas because they're cute as hell, and he's not. Okay. J Matt, how are you? Hey Anna. All right, all right, all right. Benjamin, let me get over here. I have to come out of the chat because I'm gonna get lost in that chat with y'all. I love y'all, but I'm gonna jump into chat after the fact. So let me find Nightbot. And hopefully Nightbot is not driving you all. Hey Doze Eyes, too crazy. So yeah. But it is what it is. All right. So if all hearts and minds are ready, let's do it. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. So, again, as I said, many of this information, those that are in squad, like full-time squaddies, have heard a lot of this information. I'm sharing because I usually wait when it's more Harry and Meghan. I tried to wait until Saturday, but so we know that Harry's book Spare has been on New York Times bestsellers list for weeks. It is like the fastest selling nonfiction, I believe. Um, but yet, someone, because a lot of deflection articles have been rolling out the last few days since Woody Woot's been getting a lot of attention. So there's been a lot of crazy, crazy, crazy articles. So GB News is where Woody Woot works. Hmm. So Prince Harry's autobiography causes chaos abroad as hotels rush to get rid of unwanted books. I had to chuckle. I was like, get rid of unwanted books. I'm like, do they know that there's bookstores or like it's really chaos to y'all? And I'm like, what is it? 10,000, 100 million books? No, I mean, there's a million, I think, sold within the US, but chaos. So I said, okay, I'm game. I just want to see what this stupid article is saying. And it says more than 100 copies of Spare have been left abandoned in resorts across Europe as tour operator struggles to give them away. So more than 100 books across Europe. Europe is big. It's not just the UK. I know that some folks believe that it's just no, no, no. Europe is pretty big. So on the beach, the tour operator, online tour operator. Okay, says it has received many discarded copies of Duke of Sussex autobiography from resorts in Spain, Turkey, and Greece. So three countries, more than 100. Okay. Wherever this online tour operator is, I mean, auction them off, give to charity, um, give to your local bookstore, especially the mom and pop shop that is not one of those big, named bookstores. Give to them. Besides, there might be people that have waiting lists and you might be able to sell to them directly. I'm just saying, like, people leave books on vacation. Not everybody brings their books home. Obviously, the most important thing is the books were bought with cash, euro, whatever the dollar, whatever the monetary, you call it. The books were bought and paid for. So who cares what happens to the books? You are making, like, really? This is a slow week for you? You could be focusing on your own person, woody woot, with the news of that's really snowballing now, and I'm so happy for him. But books, okay. Then we move, and then I see that there was information on um, July 4th. There was an article written, and I have to see because I don't know if I've got stuff out of order here. I was moving stuff around. See, I told you I got lost in my little things. No, okay. So there was an article written for some site that I'm not even aware of, but they were just talking about how sweet Harry and them are and to the community and blah, blah, blah. But within the article, the squatty who shared this, I was thankful for it, um, was just talking about. So it said, after Megan's trip to a farmer's market in the town last week, photographer Jill Ishkananen, however you pronounce that last name, I'll say Jill Ish because she is Ish, managed to snap the former Suits actress as she took a gander at the products on offer. So, speaking to Newsweek, Jill, who lived in Montecito on and off for 58 years, said Megan scares everyone in the media world, but says she finds her pleasant as she's, and then it continued. I didn't get the screenshot. That's what the squatty had shared. But this is the amazing thing. Squatties, the CIA could hire most of squad because Jill's name jumped out at somebody, and this is why. This is who this person works for. The Daily Mail. But you have such wonderful things to say about her. Now, speaking to Newsweek, which we all know y'all are intertwined in bed together, so to speak. So, yeah, a lot of deflection articles coming. It's just amazing. Um, Taking a little step back in time. So, back in March 2019, I don't even know how I missed this. Somehow I missed this particular one. Of course, yeah, I usually didn't follow too much of what he said, but this is when Woody Woot, because his name is down there, this was his article. Royal rival Kate Middleton has fallout with glamorous best friend and tells Prince William to phase her out. Now, I remember hearing the phase out, and I know there was some commentary mentioned about this. Um, but it's just so interesting that at that time, that's right about the time I believe that Space ran to court to get his human rights um, suit put into place. Like you can't talk about his shenanigans right around this time. And so March 2019, and Woody Woot is the one that, as I've mentioned before, told Meghan and Harry they had 10 days to, come forward. And he tweeted about it. He was like boasting about it, but he's the victim here. But anyway, so, putting this out, this is 2019. And then I happened to see this article, which let me take my banner down. Um, just so that you don't deflect. Look at the date of this. And this is LBC, which kind of like took me back. I was like, what? April 2023. I'm like, oh, now it's kind of, I'm getting it while you're deflecting off of this and trying to put it onto Harriet and Meghan. Okay, I got you. Like connecting dots, connecting dots. Um, and then this came out this week, and I don't know the site. I just happened to see it. And it's like royal crisis. Prince William and Kate Middleton's marital bond crumbles, triggering separation. And I was like, hold up, what is this? And I'm like, let's put it all on Harry and Meghan versus facing some type of reality, maybe? Because I'm just, okay. Woody Woot wouldn't have put something out if he didn't have the whole story. Back to 2019. But lo and behold, same day, Page Six. And so Page Six takes a lot of their information from the UK tabloids. Rumors swirl there's trouble in paradise for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Now, squad was squad when they saw this. Squad was squad. But the bigger squad, D, and True Brother, Church Nelly's favorite, Nacho, came up under that and said just 2 letters, BS. And squad went wild because it was like, ooh, Page Six, you've been called out now. Your issue's being called out. Like, we're like, it's one thing for squad to, the squaddies to say something, but when you have Nacho step up and say, no, 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 no. Page Six deleted their tweet. They deleted the tweet about the rumors. Hopefully they got a cease and desist. Or maybe, William Morris reached out and tapped them on the shoulder like, you better cut the shit. So they deleted it. And then it was, well, they edited, I should say. And then I think this was on IG, and then it was just like, after rumors swirled, yeah, okay. Rumors swirled that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle marriage is on the rocks. An insider. Who responded? An insider. Yeah. An insider close to the couple assures us that any speculation of a breakup is untrue. And then, of course, linked to our bio, blah, blah, blah. An insider close to the couple assured us that any speculation of a breakup is untrue. You were told just boom, bullshit. But the fact that you edited, deleted, it actually was deleted. The tweet was deleted, and then IG, they edited out. But yeah, that's what you get. And we keep telling you to leave Harry and Meghan alone. We keep telling you, we keep telling you, we keep telling you. But some of you just won't leave them alone. Now, I need Space and Cosplay, especially Space, since you seem to be running stuff over there. Just tell your father, give the permission. Yeah, the world will rattle for a little bit. More so your world will rattle a little bit. But you're going to be future king. Look at your father. He survived his separation and divorce. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling that you need to do that, because some of these articles that are coming out are just, they're not even smoke and mirrors. It's just stupidity. You're not deflecting from anything. And more so we start looking at, well, what is it? We go and look out and say, what is it that they're trying to hide? And then we start looking and digging. Now, if that's not what you want, then you should just, let some of them headlines just roll. Because this headline here, Daily Express, Biden rejected Harry and Meghan's request to return on Air Force One from Queen's funeral. This is July of 2023. The Queen passed away, I believe it was September 8th, 2022. It's 7 months out. But somehow you are all of a sudden triggered that you have to mention that Biden rejected Harry and Meghan's request to return on Air Force One. And you pick a picture of a very emotional Harry with his grandmother, and we know he had a very special relationship with her. Air Force One. So the same Air Force One, which back in September 19, 2022, it was reported Joe Biden flies out of London 2 hours after the end of the Queen's funeral. So he left after the funeral. On plane, there they go. Ooh, up, up and away. But you want to run with this narrative that they told Harry and Meghan, no, you couldn't come with us. Harry and Meghan didn't arrive over there with them, so why the F would they want to go back with them to DC? Because, Air Force One is not just going to fly into California and drop Harry and Meghan off and then fly back to DC. Like, let's be logical thinkers here. Some of you, writing these nod articles really need to get a god darn grip on life and reality. So, Squad being what Squad is, they're going to pull out the receipts. And there's a video clip of this little situation where William shows Harry and Meghan to their seats at the Queen's committal service, which was well after. It was like several hours after the actual service. So you're saying Biden rejected them, but yet they weren't even going to be on the plane with them anyway. Like it's just the math isn't mathing. No matter how you slice it, it's not mathing. But the deflection is there, and Squad is seeing it, and we're kind of putting the pieces together. Now that one site that had that little, I'm just gonna say, like y'all better cut it out, cut it out. Cut it out. Now, People Magazine, y'all were in such a rush because let me just say, Mama Doria is off limits. She is truly a private citizen. She has nothing to do with those crazies over there. Nothing. Her daughter married a member of the family, but leave her alone. Just take it from Squad. Leave Mama Doria alone. So, People Magazine being in such a rush to get this out initially had this. Meghan Markle's mom, Doria Ragland, steps out in Los Angeles for art show. They caught so much heat, so they therefore corrected and put up the picture of Mama Doria. But you were so quick. Now, what you might have been going to say about these two in the picture of the original tweet, yeah, you couldn't say yet. But Mama Doria, of all this time, and now Mama Doria, she's always gone out solo because, the article is like, oh, she was out without Meghan and Harry. Like she can't be. She's lived her life. While Meghan was in the UK, Mama Doria was living her life. Leave her the F alone. Leave her alone. Just leave Mama Doria alone. There's no reason to even go there with that. So, I go in because I want to see what. So, they just go into this hole, and she looked beautiful, of course. But it was just like, Meghan shares this close relationship. Now, they quoted Daniel back to the 2018 infamous People magazine. So yeah, they don't even have any current information. But yeah, leave Mama Dory alone. Stop with the deflection, and yeah, I'm just gonna. And next time, get your articles straight. Make sure people are looking it over so that you don't have the little goofs that you just had and Squad caught it and then put it out there. And yeah, the rest is history. But let's get to why it seems that all these crazy articles are coming out, because anything related to, Squad, or I should say Harry and Meghan, usually is coming out of that particular palace, because the other one doesn't say anything. They're too scared. But the commentary and the eyes are really drawing in, like that microscope and magnifying glass have now turned onto Woody Woot. He's feeling the heat. He's feeling the heat, and he's trying to grift money from it, but he's feeling the heat. So, excuse me, took a sip of my tea. Hacked off, question media blackout, because not anything about this by their buddies. You got all this stuff going on. James O'Brien, will close pals rally around? He shared the Guardian article. Like, why are y'all, the tabloids, why are y'all all being so damn quiet? And then putting out like the most ridiculous articles. Hmm. Hmm. Could it be that, time is catching up to him? Byline had issues. They were releasing part 3 on their investigation, and then they realized that someone was trying to access their servers. Hmm. Dan Wooten was a serial bully at the Sun, but bosses promoted him as complaints were silenced. hmm It's called "Let's give you a check, and then you sign, an agreement, non-disclosure, that you won't say anything to anybody ever about this." So even those people, I mean, the company can go back and speak to them, quote, investigation. You know how they like to say they're doing investigations, but we know better. We know better. So over the years, Wooten has used his Twitter account, on which he has, over 518,000 followers, to criticize others accused of bullying. Yes, including in January 2020, when he tweeted as, Schofield. But there's no smoke without fire. Whoop whoop. You love to say that to everybody. There's no smoke without no fire. So all this stuff being said about you, hmm we know that there is fire behind the smoke that we're seeing, and we hope you catch the burn from it. Now, November 2021, when he goes in, and this is lawsuit. The ridiculous thing about this whole farce is that Meghan brought it all on herself by insisting on taking superious legal action to try and silence the free press using British laws. It's Johnny Depp all over again, because Woody Woot was siding with, Johnny Depp's ex when all their stuff was going down. And there was a couple of comments under Twisted Thursday that was just talking about, I wonder how Johnny Depp is. Oh, I'm sure he's sitting somewhere smiling and just waiting like the rest of us for all of it to hit the fan, because it's coming out in spurts. Just let it all come out and hit the fan, and then the cleanup can begin. Ooh, speaking of cleanup, um, let's just show how, again, you're tied to how you were getting your leaks on Meghan and Harry. So Christian Jones, and those will remember the picture in the middle. It was the one time that Meghan was papped in the UK, in which we were all like, why the heck? She goes out to lunch. She was heavily pregnant with Archie. Goes out to lunch, and it's like, where did this come from? And lo and behold, Mhm. As you can see, it says that he was working for cosplay, I'll put it that way, but, got along with Harry and Meghan. He was supposed to be working with them, and I don't know if it was the comms side, but, I'm not sure what these communication teams what's in their job description. Just leak any old shit on us, on your principals that you're supposed to be working for and that you're not supposed to tell anything on. But, when someone that is pictured in the colorful picture there under the sun, yeah, when he's dangling carrots, pretty nice sized carrots in front of people. I'm talking money, not anything else. People usually are like, okay, yeah, I'll tell whatever you need. So, yeah, Victoria Newton um, reached out to Wooten. You know, I guess he nudged a lot of people out of places in order to get into where he was. Now, if we all remember in Squad, you remember Emu, who Emu worked for before Woody Woot showed up and then took the editor position? There is no honor among Rhoda, but he's taken the cake. I know that many are just sitting back, either holding their breath, especially if you sent nudies to him and to the burner accounts, allegedly him. Um, but yeah. So he's feeling the heat so much that he has nerve, but hey, to those who want to give to him, be my guest. But he feels he's being canceled. No, you're being called on your shit and you're being called to step forward. Just admit it. Just own it. Apologize to your victims because there's so many coming forward. Now, as I said in my open letter, they all have one common denominator. You, Woody Woot. You. No one is out. It's not harassment. Harassment is what you've been doing the last 7 years to Megan. That's harassment. That's a smear campaign that you're making good money from, and you have an in, pegging in. You have a peg in the palace that's just giving it to you in order to keep his shit out of the papers. But that doesn't look like that's going anywhere because other websites are reporting on things happening at a certain palace. So who knows what could be coming down the pike. But for you, yeah, you should be canceled, actually. You should be off the air. You should be out of newspapers. You shouldn't be writing. If some of those allegations are correct, you really should be in jail. But, I don't know the laws over in Britain. But to the squatty who created this, thank you. Because this is, to me, this is, yeah. And one of his burner names, allegedly, underneath there. But okay. So there's a couple of things that I wanted to kind of go through. So Karen Ames, we know this is a parody account. They're usually being real shady against the Cambridges. So of course, here she comes. I thought she had deleted her account. Maybe she just deactivated it once people were trying to come for their prizes after she didn't think Harry and Meghan would make it 5 years. But okay. We royal fans need to disassociate from Dan Wooten. We cannot be connected to him. I have deleted all my tweets that look positive. You all need to as well. And then it goes, she hashtagged Prince of Wales, Princess of Wales, King Charles, and Queen Camilla. I hope to the Lord I get to meet whoever is behind this account one day. I won't even say who it is. I just want to thank them because the laughter is beyond, is beyond, is beyond, is beyond. So Oh, and you remember I was saying my stuff was out of order? So someone underneath the People magazine had put this: if everything fails, bring out the Black Mother. So they were talking about Doria, as if Harry and Meghan have to throw heat off of themselves. They don't. But this person caught a lot of, they caught so much fire for that tweet right there. But because it was just not, don't, like I said, leave Mama Doria the F alone. Do not come for her. Don't. I think that's when you will finally see the claws of Megan. So, to all those in um, the UK, you will want to start dressing like your future consort. So, Princess Elizabeth of Belgium pairs a yellow dress with straw hat, just like Kate Middleton. I am seeing that, they're not calling her by her title too much these days. But okay, we're just going to jump right on over. Um, the shade in this thing here, in many ways, I'm going to say that Princess Elizabeth has it right on the hat, and the dress looks, not no big bow sitting up on your shoulder, but okay, I'm just saying. I don't know if it was a recent event that cosplay was at. I just found this guy's face funny because, when she talks, the looks on people's faces when she's talking, and she was, looked like she was in a conversation, but he had this like, what the? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. And I do want those of you in the UK to remember, or if you're visiting and you're sitting somewhere near that royal box and she happens to come flitting down with her family, that you were to stand. It's expected that you stand. So I didn't realize this was some thing because, that was never said when any other royals, to my knowledge. But okay. Ari of the Rhoda, surely we stand to greet our future queen. Dude, your head is so far up. Okay, let me up that pegster. I don't know. This is just so wild to me. So why did Daniel Craig stay lounging in Royal Box with his shades on when Kate approached? Because he could. It's not mandatory for anybody, and I believe we've heard the Queen actually say this, that it's not mandatory. Like, the curtsy and the bows really those in the UK more so, or Commonwealth if you're still under her rule or under the monarchy rule, to do that. Just, it's more courtesy. But, you know, Daniel said that you ain't nobody. And hello. And how are you? And keep it pushing. Okay. Keep it pushing. You just need to worry about this. Mhm. Now, the missing necklace may have something to do with this. Royal family dealt huge blow as British government slashes funding from 25% to 12%. Really? Less money? I doubt it. But less money? I don't see that happening, nor should they have any sympathy. I mean, people are struggling over there, so, you know, you should take a cut too. And it really is, it's for the billions that they get. Come on now. All right. Now, Woody Woo, royal family over in the UK. I'm still going to say, until you leave Harry and Meghan alone, I want this woman to show up at the foot of your beds in the middle of the night, jump you, smack the living shit out of you, shake you a little bit, and then just disappear. And keep doing that until you leave Harry and Meghan alone, because y'all are getting on everybody's last nerve. Just know this: while y'all are all in your tizzies and putting out all these flicking headlines and this and that, and they're having this and they're having that, and then having to delete what you put out. This is really how they are. Very loving, hot, hot, hot. Okay. So that's all the stuff I have to share with you right now today. I'm going to jump into the comments. There's over 208, and I know there's probably a hell of a lot more. So let me come on up. I'm going to pick a spot and then work my way down. Um, let me see. All right, I'm just going to start here. Okay, so this is Rochelle, and I'm going to work my way. Harry Meghan is going to fly over 3,000 miles to DC and then fly over 2,000 miles to LA. It's just, it makes that story right there. I mean, it gave most of us, I know some people were very upset, but it was like, you just take a step back. You see, and you have just take a step back. I always have to remind myself, stop, wait a minute, what is it? Usually they're telling the truth. The headline is just their, clickbait just to get you to click on it, which a lot of they need to be more honest even in their headlines. But yeah, no one is, I guess they think, hey, even the president of the United States will have Air Force One flown into, not knowing all the parameters that go into place when Air Force One is coming in, when the president is traveling. It's not a taxi, an air taxi. They're not just going to fly into LA just like boom. There's planning. There's flights that get, have to keep circling up until the point that Air Force One comes down and lands, and then the fighter jets deploy out because they're circling too. If you've ever been in a city where the president of the United States, whichever one that you want to look at, I know Obama had come into Charlotte, and at night you could hear the fighter jets doing their patrols. Some may not have been trained to or understand what they were hearing. They're very distinctive, and you understand the sound. I know it from when 9/11 occurred, and they used to fly out of McGuire going into New York City, and I sat close to McGuire. I would live close to McGuire. So yeah, you don't forget those things. And while I was happy that Obama was in town, I was like, I'll be glad when he safely can take off and fly out, and the fighter jets go, because at night it is, yeah, if you're a light sleeper, it was rough. Anyway, I digress. Let me see. Benjamin was saying that's a damn lie. Yeah. Mama Jones, William and Charles forget that their grandma blessed this marriage for him. Little Jews. Mm, they don't care about that. Neither one of them. Neither one of them. Harry really was expected to stay and not caught the rest of his life. I think they would have loved if he was a boozer or he still partied and drugs and all that stuff, like just kind of waste away their life. And um, when they made some comparison of Louis and to Harry, and it's like, oh, I hope that he has a wonderful life. Look at Harry. Harry's wound up with a wonderful life, wonderful wife, children. He's got it good. I don't know what's wrong with folks. Any derangers read but can't comprehend there's a difference. I only, yeah. Hey, Sherry, on Royals and UK Mirror trying to deflect from Wooten exposed. Yes, Pegs and Kitty marriage imploding, and Pedro kept in touch with Jeffrey Epstein while earlier he denied contact after Alec. Oh, well, of course he kept in touch. Birds of a feather. Of a feather, yeah, 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 yeah. Benjamin, they never asked. He didn't ask them. Plus, the logistics were impossible, as you stated. Yeah. Mrs. S., the Bidens do not use Air Force One like an Uber, like how Baldy Bop used his, or Bald Mop, excuse me. What do I say? Uses his helicopter. Oh, God. Yeah. Now that would be a story and a half. Can you imagine? I would think they would say, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't mess with them. They know people pretty high up," which they do know people pretty high up and have good esteem with them, you know. Raffaella, yeah, Mama Doria. Gwendolyn, they better leave Miss Doria alone. Harry loves grandma, as he calls her. Yeah. Don't start the craziness with her. Just don't start. Like, it just floored me after all these years. They were putting out headlines and they were showing her out and about when they were dating. And of course, we know the stupid, crazy, I'm trying to think of words that I won't cuss, stupid, crazy, asinine articles, or it's more social media posts that are written about Doria and her having, which she does not, a criminal record, because she couldn't be a licensed social worker if she did. So, it's just all that. It's all that. It's all that. Cooks and cream every time the unroyal family attack the Sussexes, particularly Meghan. They need to be plastered all over social media for their nefarious behavior and let it trend. Don't let up on them. Exactly. And yes, Annie, I'm glad he's feeling it too. Hashtag Dan Wooten exposed. Yes. Hey, Connie Balmer, how are you? Um, Danny Boy's catching his, yeah, crying like a little. Now that he's been exposed. Well, yeah, he we have to turn it up just a little bit more. If it's on 300 degrees, it needs to go up to 1,000. He just needs to feel it and really come to terms. This is the energy he put out, and it's all coming back. Raffaella, I agree with you. Hopefully, even if he's just no longer part of Rhoda, that would be the blessing. Truly, silence. Just get going. Kids. Mama Dora is just living her best life unbothered, enjoying time with her daughter, son, and grandbabies. Exactly. And when she wants to go out, which they act like this is the first time they've ever seen her outside before, but she's lived her life before. She was off limits then, and she's off limits now. Stop it. Mrs. I'm for free press, not lying press. There you go. There you go. Um, I'll say this. Journalism, when I was growing up and you would see on the news, they had to be honest, truthful. Somewhere along the way, that has just truly gotten just blown out the water. And now, with regard to the UK, I doubt it was ever like that because, yeah, Rhoda just didn't get this way in 7 years. They've been that way way before that. So, exposing lives, digging into lives, doing what they could. Yeah, there you go. Church and like a factual free press. Yeah. Tier Christian Jones the snake. Oh yeah, but all dots lead right back to a certain palace. hmm Especially when Harry tried to have that conversation with his brother on, someone is leaking, and yeah, a lot of good that did. Lorna, Lily Allen, the other person that DW bullied, has moved to New York. She showcased her home on Architectural Digest. I don't know if she still has a house in the UK. I'm not sure if she does, but she has been brave enough, basically, to say, yeah, you came from me. That headline, I'm sure, is painful because it probably brings up all of what she was going through at the time. But yeah, there's plenty who have truly been put through the ringer because of him, and he wants to be a victim. No, sir, you are not a victim. Raffaella Jason plus Dan equals William. Allegedly. Now that's what you say. Church Nelly, what Dan did to Carolyn Flack was appalling. Yes, but then you know, yeah, I'm going to kind of move on from there because for him later to then, try to remove most of his online bull crap about her. And then, here's this headline. And then he puts out this, we were close, we were friends. Friends don't do that to other friends. So, yeah, he's a hard person. Horrible. Horrible. Um, hey, Marshall, how are you? Where's Hoghead Morgan? He's mighty quiet since Woody Whoop. Whoop got exposed. Where's Crowmilla? She's not visible later or lately either. Wait a minute. Crowmilla not seen. Save us from blindness. Yeah, there you go. I'm telling you, if you take a look at how quiet the crickets, where they're coming from. Mhm. I mean, who knows? PM might get swept up in that somehow. He like to take pictures and share pictures with people. He's never shown the one that he has with him and Megan, because when he meets celebrities, he always takes a picture with them. Has he shown DMs? No. Allegedly, there were DMs, but okay. Sure. V, yes, certainly he is a monster. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Faith, the nerves of Dan Rotten. Yeah. He, oh, woe is me. Benjamin, when the victims come marching in, when the victims come marching in, I hope they sweep the shit out the road. When the victims come marching in. Okay, let me move on. So impromptu. Hey, see, how are you? Good to see you. Late, but never, nah, never late, never late. If I'm not ending, you're not late. Because sometimes I am doing that. Let me see, Mrs. S. No one have to trot out the black mother. The black mother has always been black. Okay. That's not even something that, you know how we always say when there's little ripples starting to rumble in the water there that the Cambridge children are trotted out. I picked up on that. I'm like, oh yeah, but we're not deflecting from anything. People magazine. I have. It must be massive if they have gone to now showing Doria out at an art show. That really has to be what news is coming is massive. So hey, the swirl experience. How are you? Let me see. Fine line Dan Wooten, aka Little Man, estimated unserial. I don't know what that last word is, but yes, it's all coming. It's coming for him. Diane. Karen's big bow dress was too formal for a straw hat. She just finds shit and throws it on, and most of the time it's too much and wrong. Yeah, like the white gown with the long black gloves, like wrong aesthetic. Dear, wrong aesthetic. Little Mac, the sad little man will be sadder once he goes to jail. Well, if that happens, if he's completely, and he's not the free press, like there are more voices, but they need to be honest and truthful and not harass, intimidate, and blackmail people into doing what they want. Because well, I mean, they do jail blackmailers, don't they? So, yeah, okay, I agree with you. Yeah, now see, that certain name, Raffaella, that you mentioned, the one that's behind all these, the owner of many of the tabloids and Fox News over here, yeah. All roads are leading back to him, too. Diane, the man stayed lounging in his seat because he couldn't find a scarf to play with, like Priyanka. I mean, when you look at what she said, whatever she said, I know what I thought I was reading, but because Federer got away from her quick, and his look was horrifying. He was like, "What the? Let me look at my watch. Can we Can I go? Can I check out? You know." Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Let me see. Um, they just published the monarchy is getting a 45% pay increase. So first they're getting a pay cut, now they're getting an increase. But why do they need an increase? That's something that you UKers need to ask because your money's going to them. Why do they need that tier? Or is that deflection? See, that would be enough to have people in the streets to me. You're getting 45% more for doing what? Because you've What are they doing? What are they doing? Mm. Let's see how much is coming in from tourism. hmm Here they're trying so hard to fluff up this mute woman. It's not a thing to stand, so buzz off. Exactly. Like the future. Yeah, she hopes. She hopes. She hopes. That ring that she so proudly displays every time she's out and about, like however she is standing or whatever, that ring has to be displayed. She has to turn her hand so it's picked up. Child, the juju that's on that ring, mm, you should have told him, I am worth spending some money on, because see, he didn't even have to spend no money on you, you dumbass. On an engagement ring. All right, let's move on. Okay. Let me see. Benjamin, good point on Kate. Diane would hardly ever call Diana Spencer after marriage. Always Princess Diana. As far as I'm concerned, Diana is the last Princess of Wales, a true princess. Exactly. But for the longest, you would always see cosplay mentioned by her Duchess at the time when she was styled Duchess. Um, and she has not been since they got their promotion. It's rare, and they were doing it initially, and then I know a lot of people were like, "No, Diana's like the Princess of Wales. That will always be." And the only thing, and I've said this before, that I will give credit to the current consort is that she did not get styled as she didn't use the styling as Princess of Wales, because she could have when Charles was still Prince of Wales. So she knew the deal. She had just gotten some folks to like her. That would have yeah, that would have been. Um, I mean, why is she messing with 007 anyway? Wasn't Daniel Craig 007? He had more fun with the Queen. Okay, let's just put it as we see it. He had more fun with the Queen. And if you remember that Invictus opening, because I believe that was Invictus, that was skillfully done, like she jumped out the helicopter, which we know she didn't, but that was just like perfection. Um, let me see. Marshall, what's the difference between the Beehive and the Sussex Squad? The Hive are many and is youthful. The Squad are many and older, but has money. Child. But let me tell you something. I would not. Someone was challenging. Um, who was it that was challenging? Was it Ames that was challenging the Hive? And many of us were like, "Are you okay?" Because that's not something you really want to do. Like that's not. You wouldn't call that on yourselves. I know a lot of what we called Black Twitter has moved off of Twitter to another platform, but yeah. Whew. Too much, too much, too much. Hey, Phil, how are you? Squatties must stop giving them ideas. Oof. Even if they have ideas, they can't even execute them correctly. Let me see. Um, Little Mac, Harry and Meghan attended the private burial of QE2, which happened after the Bidens left. Right. But we are to believe, and those that just read the headlines and run for it will just take it that, yeah. Mm, I just, it's just funny to me. It is funny to me that Gwendolyn, what did you say here? Lottie, absolutely, they don't want to mess with Joe Biden. Well, he was recently just there. I don't know if this some type of. It just makes no sense where that headline was coming. Why suddenly, 7 months after the woman has passed? And y'all just, you know what, UK media, leave the queen. Let her rest in peace. That woman gave her life to y'all. Just let her rest in peace. Stop trying to use her against probably the two people that she was the closest to. I'll just say, in my opinion. All right. Annie, I'll turn it up 2,000 degrees. Hashtag Dan Wooten exposures. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah. Let it go up as high as it can, right? C Mac, I'm pretty sure the ride was about Takana Nation and they switched it to funeral. Oh my gosh. C Mac, you know all the craziness that goes on the Bird app. You see it all. You see it all. Mimi. um, yes. The S Maniac. Dan Karma is knocking open up. Yeah, he's gonna be Yolanda, he should be in jail. Like I guess he's trying to sue people. I don't know if that was like a veiled threat with him, like, oh, for my legal, help me with my legal fees, whatever. You should be able to pay for them all the money you've been getting from all over the place. You know. Now, the pictures that you got, I really want to know who did you share them with, and mm, what was the final destination? AP. What was the final AP destination? Hmm? Okay. Just wondering those things. Just wondering those things. Whoop whoop! Burn that mother out. Yes. I see the greeting. I didn't see I didn't see him, so I'll just say hello to RNT Entertainment. How are you? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Scrolling through, and I am skipping through. So please, if you have said something and you know that I have skipped that comment, and I know the chat's probably flying on the YouTube side, um, just put it again. Hopefully, I won't skip through and I'll see it. Connie has said, Lottie, if Piss Morgan had met Megan, he would have had a photo together and taped their conversation. Boom, boom, boom. His timeline is blown out the water anyway when you look at when she tweeted where she was, and it was for some presser information, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He loves to say he put her in a cab and sent her off to meet, and she was going to meet Harry. Well, she wouldn't have told you who she was meeting. That's for sure. hmm Now, she's told him that she had, you remember in the docuseries, it said that she said, I told him I had plans because she only met with him that first time for an hour and then said she called him later that night. Yeah. hmm hmm So PM is, yeah, his whole story is blown out the water. All right, let me do this because I can see the number is growing. Let me come over. Sins. Oh, look at you saying hello. Hello to you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Then you sent another one through. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mama Jane sent in a super sticker also. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And now, Rosalind, my day is the 4th. Oh, so you're August 4th? Okay. Look at this. She had this. She was like, I'm going to send you through a super sticker so that you will see. All right, let me do this. I have to update. Let me update because I know I have Megan's because you share the date. hmm This is my hold music, y'all. All right, so I'm going to put that up here, put that there, put this here, put that. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't know if you can hear all the noise there. So we got so Lynn. I want to make sure I have the right spelling. Okay. Uh-huh. All right. My list is updated. List is updated and saved. So I thank you all for your super stickers. And this is for all of you. One moment, please, because I was not at the right spot. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you all so very much. Wanted to make sure that I did not. Um, I just so happened to look up in the corner of the comments on StreamYard and saw that I had some people are blessing me, and so I have to make sure that I say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. All right. Um, now I have okay. Some of the comments that when I'm scrolling, I just crack up because it's just like, what? Um, let's see. Yes, happy birthday to all who are celebrating. As I said in the beginning, it is Leo season. Get ready, y'all. um, kids, what is this to? Let me see where I am. Okay, I'm only a few minutes behind. I've skipped a bunch, but just now. Diane, everything will come out eventually, and they can't hide behind Betty anymore. They have to stand on their own 2 feet. They have to stand on their own 2 feet and face the music. They have to stand on their own 2 feet. Oh, Lord, let me behave myself. Okay. I just felt that was funny and it was appropriate to show that. So, yes, they do. They can't be, they can't, they still try to use the queen. And I'm like, good Lord, it's 7 months. Stop. Stop. What you all did after the, regarding the walkabout, truly, that is it. Using the queen, trying to beat Megan over the head or whatever. Hey, Bright Eyes, what is this? It was the London Olympics. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Not Invictus. She did a commercial with the Obama's queen. She never went to the games? Oh, that's interesting. Not even the original or the initial or the inaugural, whatever the word. Mm-hmm. Thank you for correcting, but yeah, I just loved because that was funny to me coming out of the helicopter how they did that. Angela, happy birthday to all who are celebrating birthday this month. Yeah, it's Cancer season has ended and now Leo season has begun, and yes. So, and I will be getting all the August birthdays locked and loaded shortly in on my community tab. So I'm the 7th, by the way, but nobody's gonna remember that. That'll be good. Let me see. Diane, Megan went from Wimbledon came from Wimbledon before meeting Harry. Yeah, that time, the second time I think it was, wasn't it? Because she said, she wanted to go home and shower or go to her place, shower. And what was his words? You can be as late as you want. I'm not moving. Okay, yeah, because that was the second time they met up. Because Harry was late the first time by more than a few moments. My understanding. Now, some people may need to take a hint on how, Megan's approach to life, because it was basically, so this is how he is. He's going to have, just with the ego and having me wait a half hour and blah, blah, blah. And even Harry, which showed his true character when he was like, well, what does that mean? And she explained, like, you have this, guys have this ego that girls are just going to wait for them and da, 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 da. And so he was like, oh, like, right there, a lot of myths and narratives put out about him. Yeah, he was so not that case. Oh, don't make me cry, y'all. All right. I just was coming up to Elaine's and I see Elaine has blessed me. Thank you. She does every live stream. Elaine, you're so sweet. Crack me up, love. Love that screen name. Thank you so much. And this is for both of you. Again, I had moved my cursor. Here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. To to both of you. Thank you so very much. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let's see here. Yeah, and Elaine, feel better. Whew. Hey, Kim, are you getting ready to leave? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Oh, get all the hearts. Let's see. Oh, Lorna, right from the beginning, Megan set a standard. What? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. hmm Um, and he was snatched from the beginning. Woo, because even he realized I lost extra time with her, but that's all been made up on. Oh, hey, no, how are you? All right, I don't have anything now. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Is there anything important that I need to see and have missed and haven't mentioned because I missed it in the comments by scrolling so quickly? Yes, she did, Kim. She knew her worth. And still does and won't let. Um, I'm trying to be nice. Won't let them folks there take advantage and try to make her feel any other sort of kind of way. So, oh wow, I just flipped over to, but it's still loading. This is how the chat moves. Would you all like me to put it on slow mode? Wow, this thing is flying. Okay. All right. I think I'm at the bottom, and it's done all that it can do. So, all right, let me come back over to StreamYard because it is a little easier to see the comments over here. Um, yeah, that's sweet of you. Yeah, feel better. Oh, thank you, Angela. Um, oh, okay. August 16th. One moment, please. I'm gonna have to update my list. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh yeah, all you August babies better tell me now. 'Cause if I see your name, I will wish you happy birthday. But if I see your name come up, you know, it will. I'll feel bad because I'll be like, oh well, darn, why didn't y'all tell me ahead of time? I can shout your name out, say happy birthday to you. So let me get the right spelling, okay? Because Um, all right, correct. Uh huh. Uh huh. All right, it's on my list. List is updated and saved. There we go. All right, all right, all right. Where was I in here? Coming down. Marshall said no slow mode. Okie dokies. Okie dokies. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Lorna Kim Peaches, I just picked up a book on the dance theater of Harlem and the history. Lots of Ooh, that must be a really good book. That must be a very, very good book. Uh, oh, Joy. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Uh-huh. So you wanted to hear this again? This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. Whoa. Alrighty. Let me come back up here. Okay. Kim VS, add me to the list July 28th. Oh, look at you. All right. Oh, I have to do a quick update. Okay. Let me insert in here. Do 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 do. I'm updating the list again, y'all. Be patient with me. Okay, so this one I have to. Let me take the shading off so I know I have to do this. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da, da-da, okay, Kim. I will have to update that right, and I'm gonna have to take a screenshot because I'll be done forgot. And then your day will come, and you'll be like, "You told me, and you still didn't update it." Okay. All right. I'll make sure I update and have you a little surprise on the community tab. Um, Marvin, watching replay couldn't. Sorry, I couldn't get the live. I had to go to the market to get myself groceries for the week. Well, you're in the live. I haven't ended it yet. I'm about to end it in a little bit. Let me see. Um, I love y'all so much because y'all really keeping it going. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure. Hey, Cicelyse, how are you? Make a love shout out to you. Good to see you. Educate. How are you? Oh, okay. Well, enjoy the beach. I need to get them good steps in. Let me see, Virginia. But they don't expect what? But don't expect found Meghan Markle in the royal family. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but okay. Let me see. Thank you, Elise. Thank you for the thumbs up. Well, what is this? Well, dear. Sorry for my English. What happened? What I miss? Okay. Don't come for Raphael, y'all. Was it something I didn't understand? I will listen. Google Translate is a wonderful thing. When you get comments in different languages, just put it in there to detect the language and you will understand everything everybody's trying to say. That's what I have to do a lot of times. So, Annie, take care of yourself. Woo, look at that. It's 1 o'clock. Okay. You have a wonderful day too. I am going to be, wrapping up because, I don't like to keep y'all long. hmm Lydia, love that song. Now I hear you and Baron on making it. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Get the earplugs out for my husband. Let me stop. He's racing. He drag races, so he's out racing. Marvin, yeah. Hello, cookies and cream. All right. I think I've gone through everything. Let me say this again. I like to just say this every so often. If I skipped your comment, please do not be offended. Understand there is a ton of comments, and when I come back into the chat, because I usually look at it in the beginning and then after I finish trash time, I will miss a lot of comments. So please, please, please don't take offense. As always, you can always, you know, put your comment again, and hopefully I'll see it and don't skip through. So. Marshar, I wish I lived in New York. I would get a band of squad to boo Willie when he comes to visit in September. Do we really want to? I would prefer that he gets the same. Um, do I still have that video clip? Let me look here. Do I still have that video clip? No, I think I took it down. Yeah, I took it down. Um, that last engagement when he had that extremely large crowd. May he have the same large crowd. Even when they were in Boston, they didn't have a big crowd. But now, no, don't boo him. We don't need to make him a martyr. Oh, look how they. Mm-mm. Now, if someone stood there, I love you, Harry. Now that to me would be funnier. Okay, let me behave myself. Hey, Olive, how are you? All right. Woo. All right, let me get my outro music up here because I'm getting silly. Thank you all who came into the live stream. Those of you hanging out in the chat, those of you at the clouds, at the space station, wherever you may be. If you're a troll, hey, how are you too? Thank you for the engagement. But please take care. Please take care of yourself. What is this, Miss VS? We're gonna have to start charging royalties for people singing your song. Cookies and cream, I love how you think. Okay. I mean, we have to do it, on a scale because, Baron's my heart and, Jennifer is like, what is he going to New York for? Uh-oh, sounds like she's getting on that one. Musher, I like that better. Love you. Yeah. That would take him over. That yeah, that would end him. Just do it that way. If any squatties listen to this and you happen to go to New York and you want to show up there when Space shows up for his event in September for whatever he's coming for, because I'm not checking for him, just yell out, "We love you, Harry." Just flip it on him. Okay. Give love, not hate. All right, on that note, love you all. Thank you all. Talk to you all soon. Talk Tuesday, but I will see you on amongst many of the YouTube hallways. Please take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Bye.